So this is the new Mac, whatever. It's crazy. The XDR display, game changer, and nanotexture, aka anti-glare, yes. I don't think you'll truly appreciate these without seeing them in person, and for me, this goes beyond benchmarks, but here are a couple of those for the blogs and the Leo Laportes out there, and can't forget those thermals. Certain things won't necessarily translate through video, like the fact that this machine does not make a sound even with every core lit up at nearly 100%, which is bananas. There are twin video cards inside here, but they scale like they were one. Using 90% equally across both is something you don't normally see. And as far as what's going on here, this is a full Logic Pro session with 100 tracks, hundreds of plugins, set to a buffer size of 32, a multicam Final Cut Pro timeline with 9 streams of 4.5K ProRes 4444, yes, that is an extra 4XQ footage, and 8K HDR timeline playing back in DaVinci Resolve all at the same time. Real talk, this machine is beyond what most of us need, and I throw myself at the front of that list. So I spent the last 2 weeks pushing the system as far as I possibly could with some of the most talented people on this planet just making things. Everything from this mesmerizing 8K HDR video to making music on the spot. It's all dropping this week, rapid fire, so definitely turn on notifications if you haven't yet, and drop a like if you potentially want to see a desk setup centered around this. But for now, let's take a step back and experience the unboxing together, which is equally insane. I'm gonna make Leo Laporte proud on this one. Yo, this is definitely probably absolutely a train. Yo, this is definitely probably absolutely the biggest unboxing I've ever done. That is until Austin Ekins lets me unbox his brand new Tesla Cybertruck in 2023. For now though, this will take the cake. You guessed it, it is 2019 Mac Pro time, Pro Display XDR, and we can't forget the biggest flex of the year, that Pro stand. So this is also definitely the thickest unboxing I've ever done. It is the beefiest of the beefy boys, the 28 core Mac Pro with nearly 400 gigs of RAM, quad GPU. I am coming at you, Linus Tech Tips. Not one, but 2 Pro Display XDRs, and that means 2 Pro stands. Pro as. So for human scale, this is a big ass box. It's also stupid heavy. I would say it's probably equal to one Vsauce 3. As big as it is though, I gotta say I dig the minimal look. It's almost a little retro throwback at the same time. Whatever they're using though, it is like the nicest, most flexy cardboard I've ever felt. I don't even know what the material is, but it sounds nice. They even included cloth side handle latches. What? Oh man, I can see the handle. It's like Jurassic Park when those velociraptors are peeking out at you. Don't shoot her. Oh, ThickBook Pro is on gains. Shout out to Badlands Chugs. Not gonna lie, I'm a little excited for this unboxing. I guess like Philly D, let's just jump right into it. I'm curious to see what role this fabric plays with the unboxing because it's just kind of ridiculous. For scale, we got the Can't Innovate My Ass 2013 Mac Pro, rest in pieces. Let's just get this down so you like lift, tuck, pull. I would assume the same thing on the other side. And we already had that sneak peek in here, just cold to the, like even this feels like you could knock someone out with that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Damn. Oh, it's so cold. As much as I want to get into this, I'm going to check out the boxes first, which are cleverly placed up front and the back. This is the keyboard, followed by the Magic Mouse trackpad and some sort of cable, maybe that Pro cable we've heard about. I would assume we would then lift out, so let's get some shoulder gains. There's one more compartment below that, so we don't need to do a Mac Pro drop test. This is thick. Holy. I guess we'll kind of just rip it off, right? Oh no. This is like also the most premium Bounty quicker picker upper napkins. JK. Oh my goodness. Like, I've seen this in person, but getting it here, also due to the fact that it is a nice, cold California day, the entire chassis is just ice cold. Ripping that off, exposing that cheese grater action. Remember when this had like that super satisfying spaceship sound? Holy damn. All right, this is a pretty, this machine. That is clean. This really makes me want to see like a Mac Mini Pro. Real quickly jumping through those accessories. Space gray trackpad. Ooh, that is matte black actually. I lied to you. That looks pretty clean, not gonna lie. This is just this is the craziest USB-C to Lightning cable I've ever seen. Oh my God. Get your wallets out for this one. That aside, we have the Magic Mouse, and this sadly will not get used for me, but it's cool that it is included nonetheless. And last but not least, we got what I would assume is that matte, silver keyboard. It's coming back to me with the black keys. Also, can we appreciate that giant ass Apple logo? God, after a couple minutes with this is almost giving me some Cybertruck feelings, where back when they announced this thing, I thought they were joking. Like, it was them trolling, they were bringing back the cheese grater. So I wasn't crazy in love with it, but seeing it in person, it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna set this aside for right now. Can't have a Mac Pro without a Pro stand. And look, I know this is ridiculously priced. I think, like I talked about before, what Apple should have done is just sold the Pro Display XDR with a stand, added $1,000, and then give the user the option to take it out, and it wouldn't have been an issue. We got a box? No. Was it a box? Man, that is a thick slab of aluminum. Like the apocalypse comes, I'm taking out a walker with this. They got the side sealed and protected. What the heck? They're making sure you're not scratching that aluminum, just like the Mac Pro that is also cold. Oh man, that's even colder. You could curl these boxes too. Pro Display XDR. Now this box seems compact, but it's deceptively large. 32-inch, 6K, Pro Display XDR, up to 1600 nits. That is bananas. I am probably equally as or more excited for this. So for this one, we're gonna go with the Home Alone pizza box technique. So as we talked about that premium USB-C to Lightning cable, this is about to be the most premium flex Thunderbolt cable. Everything is braided all the things. You know what, the HomePod wasn't as big of a failure as we think. Everything that they learned from the HomePod, they just applied it to everything else. Like, this is some serious cable action. Power cable, and one thing I super appreciate with the Apple display, considering how much tech is packed inside this thing, we don't have the giant Cybertruck-sized brick. It is just one cable, and that does everything, which is incredible. Here is that premium Thunderbolt cable. It is a Thunderbolt cable with a braid. Oh my goodness. I think this is the anti-glare option. It's crazy how compact this thing is. Like, I know it's a big ass display. New iMac refresh, anybody? Drop a like if you want to see them implement this into an iMac. That would be incredible. Pro Display XDR, 1 Thunderbolt, 3 USB-Cs. The mount, which can be thrown on a vase mount as well. So if you don't want to shell out the cash for this guy, I won't name any names, you can do that as well. And of course, that little Mickey Mouse power input. Holy magnets. Did you see that? It just did the work for me. I was like in the general vicinity and it's just went zoom. $1,000 price tag. Can your stand do that? I'm kidding. Please calm down. It just magnets. What the f? This feels like a render, like those AR renders they did on the phone that is happening in real life right now. Like it doesn't quite feel real, but I know there's a lot of people who are gonna hate on this, but it is a really well-built piece of display. Like it is solid, it's thick, it rotates. The fact that it just magnetoed itself right onto the stand is crazy. So it is first boot time. I'm gonna figure this out first before I jump into that second Pro display, just because this desk won't support two of these. I gotta figure that situation out. For now though, let's hit that launch button. There's actually no power button on the display itself. Once you power up the Mac Pro, that sends signal here and it should be good to go. There's an Apple logo. It's so tiny. This is like cinema display throwback. Like the old 30-inch one. There's already an accessory update available to my AMD Radeon Pro Vega II card. Do I want to update? Yes, sir. So first impressions, the display is bananas plus. Beautiful. I think I'm probably gonna lean towards the nano texture, but I'll have to wait and see and really compare them after some extended use. The first thing we gotta do is go to the About This Mac and just look at those cores. 28 cores, 384 gigs of RAM, and then we got twin Vega 2s in here. So just run it. There's a lot of stuff up here. We get info on the display, the storage. This is 4 terabytes, but if you missed it, this actually goes up to 8 terabytes now. This is kind of cool. It looks like you kind of get a look into the allocation of your PCIe slots. So there's just tons of expansion opportunity here. The memory, this thing is packed with 384 gigs, but there is still plenty of slots. So OWC, if you want to talk, 1.5 terabytes, what's up? And from there, I know I'm not a huge fan of benchmarks, but we got to see this thing flex just a little bit and got to make Leo Laporte happy. So Cinebench is up, and it's also worth noting that I got ScreenFlow recording this entire performance, and this should render all the things. This looks like it's going like in fast forward speed, but it's gonna be done in seconds. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna do this again because it is happening so fast right now. Throw up some activity monitor, peep some cores. We'll even throw a little power gadget in there just for the Linus Tech Tip crowd out there. It is done. CPU score of 9,818. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna say it again, but it's pretty ridiculous how quiet everything is with every single core just full flex. All the flex. Base clock on this is 2.5. We're seeing an average of about 2.9, just a hair under 2.9 right now. Max is currently at 3.1. Might jump a little higher, but to keep that clock consistently and just no noise, really impressive. That's probably a better representation of seeing those cores flex. We'll go ahead and throw the Geekbench just to set a baseline. And I'm gonna be just throwing this thing through the paces with video editing, audio, everything you could think of. And if you guys wanna see anything specific, definitely drop a comment down below. But let's check out this Geekbench score. We'll leave Power Gadget up just because why not? So it is absolutely hitting that base clock speed and well above that. And again, I'm gonna repeat myself and sound like a broken record, but it is crazy silent. So initial score, 1162 on the single core side and 20,869 on the multi-core side. So things very well may change, it may go up. There might be updates and drivers. This is a very early look, but no doubt this thing is putting in work. Feel it, Evans.
I'm not legally allowed to be in this video.
Yeah, well come feel it.
That is a nice texture.